Live? All right, big man. Welcome to the Mid-Show presented by Miller Lite. Before we get cooking here, from holiday gatherings and office parties to fireside conversation and football Sundays, winter means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the great tasting light beer for people who love beer. A new year is a perfect time for friends, family, and a great tasting light beer. It tastes like Miller time. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers. So this will be your first football-less weekend in a long time. So that doesn't mean we stop drinking the Millers. That just means we pivot. You know, we're going to pivot to college basketball. We're going to pivot to a nice, maybe a nice ski lodge bar. Have some beers there. Maybe it'll be patio weather. Who knows? Buy a 24-pack and have yourself a nice day with Miller Lite. So Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/midshow to find delivery options near you. Or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Shout out to Miller Lite. Make sure you're drinking some. All right, so here we are. We have the Mid-Show. It is myself. And then you could zoom over. There's only one other person in the room right now. That's Danny in the night outfit. So, Dan, welcome to the show. Glad you showed up today, or else it would have been me doing the Francesa style for who knows how long.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a full house today for a night day.
For real.
All days.
Like a night, and it's just me and you in a box room.
I don't know where everyone else is. I mean, we do have the science fair going on right now, but we were still originally going to do this first and then that, so it might just be like a fire drill, people coming in and out. While I'm dressed as royalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't have chose a better day.
So you'll be here the whole time at the very least.
Yes.
Yes. So it is science fair day, macro dosing. Everyone's going out there. They're doing their science fair projects. Dave is somewhere doing that. Megan is. Chief said he was downstairs at that studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like he wasn't here for the first one last time, but like still, it's just we can't do anything, right? But I guess I give him a little bit of the break. I'm not realizing there he is.
Oh, here comes
the
Chief.
Studio we're in.
I was out last week.
Yeah, I know. Well, welcome to Night Day, Danny Night Day.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. You look, I think he actually kind of looks good.
Oh.
I think this could be like just a new look for you.
I don't think anyone is able to rock this back in the day.
I agree.
This doesn't look good on anyone. It's like
inauthentic.
A Scully cap.
Yeah, but isn't that like kind of what?
Or not a Scully cap. What do they call it? The Under Armour skull cap kids will wear under their football helmets. It's like
the
that.
cold gear.
Yeah. but just around my neck as well.
But, I mean,
That's what Tom Brady would wear when he was cold.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
don't
like the
think he
scuba
pulled it
suits?
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
supposedly those are like the best way for you to stay warm.
retention?
Yes. That's Jorge Soler would rock that religiously.
Oh, I used to love that.
White Sox Dave's calling me. Hey, Dave, you're live on the air for your show.
Thanks for letting me know. They
Read
want
your
us not to-
text. What?
What's that?
Read your text.
He's got silent mode on.
They want me to knock this out now.
All right, knock it out
go
and
do
then come
it.
up. That's fine.
All right, sounds
All right,
good. I'll
bye.
be up when I'm up.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for
There
letting me
you
know.
have
Our show that goes live at 2 p.m. every Tuesday.
He's a special one.
You kind of remember those? I think they're not humane or considered humane anymore. But when like parents used to like walk their kids around the mall on like a leash,
Yes.
I kind of feel like we should have that for Dave sometimes.
Yeah, because I saw him out there too at like 155, and his eyes were darting. He was like kind of discombobulated. He was talking to KB because him and KB and Nick are doing their project, and I knew he wouldn't be here on time. But
I will say that it was kind of chaotic.
it was.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were gonna do, but whatever.
Right.
We're here. We're gonna have a good show.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot the shit here. Also, I should note, if you watch the three of us a lot of times on the free swim, I think those are gonna start being live at 11 on Wednesdays.
Oh.
So
Hey, that's kind of news to me too.
yeah, it is. I don't think I told you about that.
No, you didn't.
But yeah, we're
So
changing it up.
you
a little
could have
bit.
told me. You could have told me when our show's going live.
So there's that. Besides that, what else is going on? I feel like it's been a crazy day. Can I talk about our project?
It's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, that's not live, so probably not.
People are gonna watch it anyways. It's not.
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean,
going through.
we'll call it a teaser.
Yeah, a teaser, and I mean, well, I won't.
I drew. Well, I'll just say it. I'll say it, and I'll get in trouble. We're doing the science fair, which is not a secret. They did it last year. So the macrodosing science fair. We came up with an idea, and it's does asparagus make your pee stink? Might be a myth. There's Eddie's sample right there
Wow.
on the desk.
Pretty clear.
Yeah, you're pretty well hydrated.
been hydrating well lately.
That looks like some whiskey or something.
Is that a control?
Bourbon.
Is that a control sample?
That's control sample.
Okay, and the other sample's where?
It's under me.
Okay, it's not in you.
No, it's not.
Okay, Alright.
No, it's not.
I didn't know how fresh you wanted your pee to be.
No,
So-
no.
Okay.
I just took the piss about 10 minutes ago though. So, yeah.
Somehow, some way, Dave is gonna end up accidentally taking a sip of that.
Oh God,
Should I just leave it there?
That would make my life. I wish you were more hydrated, because then that would be a real possibility. If it was clear.
But in this case, you don't even feel bad because, like, what you really thought that was water, Dave?
I at least got to leave that there until he like comes and sits behind his desk, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we put it here?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
All right. We got the piss. I mean, I'll tell you firsthand. I've smelled both of them. That one doesn't smell great.
Well, it's piss.
Yes, but the one that's under me
A
right
Yankee
now,
Candle doesn't make a piss scented candle for a reason. Never.
I'm sure someone makes a pea scented candle.
Yeah, but not in the people who are in the business of making things smell good.
What an office
R.
is
Kelly.
that I could just I carried this in for my car this morning.
Yeah. Did you? How difficult was that?
What do you mean?
Do you have any? I haven't peed in a bottle except for like on a football bus. You know. So
Oh, it's easy.
okay.
You didn't choose to go with the Gatorade. Why is that? Don't you want a wider spot?
Wider nozzle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hazard to kind of stick your whole head in there. You just want your little pee hole.
It was still, I don't know. You feel more confident with the Gatorade bottle.
Oh yeah,
Sturdier. It's not going to collapse on you like the water bottle.
That's like 100%, like not miss rate for sure.
Yeah.
If you have that. But yeah, it brought me back to my youth, and like it was pretty cool to do, knowing that I was doing it for a reason. You know, not just being disgusting.
Yeah, right. Not just being a scumbag.
So it was nice.
Yeah.
One of my friends once peed in a Mike's Hard bottle, and he handed it to someone and be like, here, I can't finish this, jokingly. And the kid went to take a swig, but Mike's Hard, it was like dehydrated pee, so it didn't look anything like Mike's Hard. How bad do you still feel for the guy? He's not even looking at it beforehand.
A lot of people aren't paying attention like that, so
Yeah.
I think
Dude,
that
a half full Mike's Hard.
I could tell you a story about the time I ate shit.
Oh.
you ate shit.
When Step Brothers,
Accidentally
the kids made you
ate
lick the
shit,
white
yeah.
poop? What
Not
happened?
human shit. But
Oh
we
my
were
God.
I was in high school, and my family was getting a puppy. So we went to see the puppies, the litter, and I was playing with them, you know, whatever, finding our dog R.I.P. Makin. And I had also been eating like Easter candy, okay, chocolate candy, and I thought I had a little bit of melty chocolate on like this part of my hand, and I just went and did a big lick off of it. And this is like after I had been home, and I just licked what looked like melted chocolate on my hand, and it was definitely not melted chocolate. It was puppy shit. It's not good. It doesn't taste good. It was gross.
Did you puke?
No, I didn't puke. Like the thought of it now, I feel like I've become someone who will puke or feel like they're going to puke more easily later in life. Where like now, if I see someone else puking, I like it's like a contagious thing where I could like puke even if I'm not sick at all or hungover or whatever. If I see someone else getting like the heaves and actually puke, I will puke. Like I have to leave the room.
I think the closest I get to automatic puking is a shower fart.
That's a rancid one. But like, yeah,
those are bad.
Those
shower
are
farts
bad.
are your own brand. I imagine someone smelling someone else's shower fart. You know, your own brand shouldn't affect you as much. Oh,
I don't know why that is. We should do a science fair on that.
you really should have. That would have been great.
I don't know how you could capture that.
About
like,
what, a shower fart?
But
Eddie's fart could be in that
what
water
is
bottle
it-
right now.
What is it about farting in water that it like completely changes the smell and like makes it so much more intense? I don't think it's just like the steam.
I remember when Chaps went on a show with you guys, he was talking about training dogs and how he first has them try to scent things underwater. Because, like, if you can't do it underwater, you know, you're going to have trouble on land or whatever because it exemplifies it that much. But
It is fucking rancid.
oh,
It's gross.
It's disgusting.
Gross.
luckily, you're able to puke right down the drain if an emergency comes.
What kind
I don't know if that makes it better though.
But I
Because
mean,
then you're in the shower with all your puke, then I'd have to puke again.
yeah. I mean, I guess I meant to say at least you're not puking on the floor or having to clean yourself up after.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it weird that I've never really gotten nauseous? I just puke.
What do you mean? Like
Like some people are like, oh, I've been queasy all day. Like, oh, I'm getting
it
so
finally
nauseous in the
comes.
car ride. For me, it'll just within 30 seconds, I'll just puke.
It
and
just
then do you
comes
normally
random.
feel better after that?
Yeah, but there's just no warning.
I think that's probably better.
Probably.
What if there's no warning when you're puking?
Yeah, but I don't mean
Yeah, because then you're not like, if you're sick all day.
Do you ever get the saliva?
oh,
Like
every time.
the heavy rush of saliva, and you're just like,
I can't remember the last time I like. It's probably happened more recently than I think, but I just can't. But like that, the thing I'm thinking about is like you take a shot and it goes down wrong, and you're just like doing just like don't no one fucking talk to me. I'm gonna open my eyes. I'm gonna deep breathe through my nose, and you just try to like almost like do like a bar yoga breathing exercise to keep that puke in you. Like that's the only thing I can think of with the saliva.
And then you get the drools, and you're guys standing at the bar, and it comes a point where it's like, I'm going to have to swallow this drool.
Yeah.
And that's going to make me puke.
I used to not be able to drink hard alcohol, like at all.
I had that.
I couldn't do shots.
Yeah, I had that when I was in like early college.
You know, you would just like instantly throw it back, and then you'd feel the overwhelming rush of flood water in your mouth, and then I instantly puke.
I remember going to a formal at Illinois State for a girlfriend at the time, and first drink of the night. And I was not a big drinker in high school, like at all. And then when I got to college, I had a zillion beers, but never really did hard alcohol, like you're saying. So we went to some house party, and like we were there pre-gaming. The party, you know, we're supposed to go in like 3 hours. The first drink I take, it was like a double shot of tequila. Immediately back up all over my fucking dress shirt before the night had ever even really started. So yeah, I'm with you on the hard alcohol.
Do you sip your shot, or do you throw it right back to the back of your throat?
You got to throw it right back.
See, I think it's better the other way.
But are you like, you're just carrying that little shot glass around?
No, you don't
like,
sip it. Like I'm saying, like, do you let it touch, like, does it do the full process of going across your whole tongue to the back of your throat? Or are you just like...
So I think I would like...
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. I would like to be a person who just does the shot, like it just right back.
Yeah.
But I have a thing where when I try to do that, I end up doing it like it's mouthwash, and then it's just fucking everywhere. So I kind of sip lightly, like all in one motion.
Yes.
But I can't just do like the shot the way you see people do it. Because it like I trap it like instinctually or something, and then it's like I'm switching it around, which makes it worse.
And I think it fucks you up. Yes. Like I used to do that method for sure because I was like, oh, I don't want to taste it at all. I just want this to go to the back. And then sometimes it feels like it hits a sensor like in your stomach or something, and it just rejects it.
It punches the punching bag in the back.
Yes, you know what I mean. And
I'm still just taking it straight back. Especially like you never know sometimes until it's too late if you're getting like a room temp shot or a cold one. If you have that room temp one just marinating on your tongue, I'm gonna gag.
Yeah. How are you with like nice whiskeys? Like now, will you just?
Oh yeah, now I could do whatever.
You can do it on rocks and be fine.
I actually pride myself on the fact that like if someone's like, hey, let's do a shot, I'm like, yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Except, like obviously, I don't want to do rail shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to do rail shit, and like I do struggle with tequila sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'll like sometimes turn down tequila, but like you do like whatever proper 12 or
No.
something
Proper 12. Yeah.
Yeah, proper 12.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think you think it's psycho if you take shots of vodka?
Kind of.
I mean, I think that's the worst shot. It's the worst everything. It's like
it's the best
it's
to
only
mix
good.
with.
Well, it's the only good for a mixer. But like, I had a this is my cousin's friend actually, and he was like old. He was probably 15 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But like when we'd have like parties and stuff in the summer with my cousins and whatever, he was always there, and he would have a lemon wedge, a lot of ice, and straight Stoli Chania, and that was all he drank. Didn't mix it with anything. He would just sip down like a pint glass worth of vodka.
Oh, he's got some demons.
Yeah.
Bigger man than us.
Yes. Like physically, he's like this big, like he looked like a guy who would do that. Like almost, he wasn't Russian, but had like a completely bald, shaved head, and just like, I don't know, he had like kind of a presence about him. But he was also the type who would be like blacked out,
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't tell.
Did you know in Russia, it's, at least this is what I was told. I went to the Sweat Lodge a couple weeks ago, and I was told that if you smile and like just be polite when you're talking to someone, it's seen as weakness.
It makes total sense with Russia.
You don't think that person was fucking with you?
No,
No.
that person was being dead serious because he was there's like a Sweat Lodge group, and they're like a group of guys that always go on a certain day, and they were talking about how like there's obviously a lot of Eastern European Russian people in there, and they said he's always trying to like be nice and like whatever, but he says they're just like so stoic and just act like like you're a pussy if you're just kind of polite.
I could totally see that. You never see a happy Russian.
That's true.
There was that line from your favorite hockey movie.
Yeah, Miracle.
Yeah, do you remember what the line was?
Yeah, the line was, I smiled the bastard right in the face, and he was stone cold.
That wasn't it at all. So they were watching tape of like the Russians, and someone was like, "These guys have a smile," and he goes, "They're Russians. They get shot if they smile." Like it might just be part of the culture.
See?
That sounds like a shitty culture to me. We can't joke around. We can't have fun.
You just want to be a man. You're
Like,
not a man.
you can do both.
Can you?
I think I can.
How do they know if you're happy in Russia then?
I don't think they want you to be happy in Russia.
It's a tough sell for Russia.
What's the daylight situation there? They got an Alaska thing going?
Certain parts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest landmass.
Monster. I know it's a monster.
I think it's 14 different time zones.
That is
Whoa.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
Right.
You can't have that much.
That's
land.
too much. But then it's also like, you have like the eastern or western part of it, which is like Moscow, St. Petersburg, like all the cities that you know. And then it's like 7,000 miles and nothing. And then you get over towards like Japan. I think they got a couple of cities, but they're not even like big cities over there. It's just like, I think that I bet you if you went up to people that lived in like northern Siberia and were like, "You guys are Russian," they'd be like, "We are." Like they just have such little interaction with anything or anyone.
Yeah, like those people get to like vote in the elections and everything, huh?
That's how Putin wins 98%, right?
What, from those counties?
from every county.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think they're I think they're legally allowed to participate in elections, but I don't know.
Would you go if you had the opportunity?
To Russia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. If I was,
I'd be afraid.
what, you gonna go around stir up trouble? You gonna go smile at people, you pussy?
You just never know.
Yeah,
Sneak a weed pen in your pocket.
Yeah, like that's
like Brittany Griner.
yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. Do you think? I mean, I just saw you on the camera here with your fucking pee bottle right in
I
front.
know.
of
I
your
keep
face.
keep glancing.
yeah.
I gotta go again. Should I just start going?
I think our guys from Colossal that we had on Dog Walk last year, they gave us a woolly mammoth tooth. They go there to like the steppe, which is like it's the biggest grassland in the world. And that's where they're trying to like bring back the woolly mammoth. They said they go there all the time. So I think if you're like a scientist or you're like a tourist, you're probably okay.
I think that was pre.
Oh,
2020,
pre-Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, still the same regime, but I don't know. I think I'm like curious about it because it's like this forbidden,
Sure.
place where I think I would like to
Mm-hmm.
see it.
I mean, yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's like a forbidden. Would you go to North Korea?
Yes. I think I would go basically anywhere. I don't want to go to Afghanistan.
Like straight up, like you're like, you don't have a lot of protection. Like you're.
I think you kind of do. As long as you're not a fucking asshole over there, because
You're fine.
I think you're fine. Because there was that kid
In North Korea.
in North Korea,
Really?
and it's a terrible story, a tragedy. Okay, where he was traveling. This is within the last 10 or 15 years, and he went over there, and he like ripped down some poster off the wall. I think this is the right story, and
I vaguely remember this.
yeah, and they like fractured his skull, and he died in a prison in North Korea, and it's like that is completely fucked up, and like there should be ramifications and justice for that family who lost their son, who was a college age kid who took, I think it was something as minimal as taking a poster down, and died for it. Like that's fucked up. But I think I would still go, like with that knowledge. Like don't ruffle feathers. Just kind of watch.
Yeah, but if the line is pulling a poster down, who knows what the other line would be?
Or even if they say he pulled a poster down.
Yeah, exactly.
They say he spit on a statue.
Yes.
Like
You can't
that's
even.
a good point.
Places it's like illegal to spit on the ground, right? That's probably like that there.
I know like Singapore is like that. Singapore is like if you're like chewing gum, like you get arrested. If you bring drugs in there, it's a life sentence.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
I'm almost
moly.
positive. I'll look that up right now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we would obviously have to take a flight, but it'd be nice to grab a Chevy to go on any excursion. Right?
That's one thing where I feel bad for these people in Russia and South Korea. They don't get to enjoy Chevys.
No.
North Korea, I should say.
Yeah, it's that time of year for Chicagoland. It's Chicago Auto Show time. Starting February 10th, ChevyDriveChicago.com wants to remind you to go check out the entire Chevy fleet at the show in the Chevy display. After you shopped your new car at MCCormick Place, head to your local Chevy dealer to drive home a new Chevy. ChevyDriveChicago.com. It's the best, guys. It's the best. You can go there. The new Equinox.
Whether you're going to the Dells or Russia,
Yes,
Chevy's perfect for anything.
Traverse is great.
Yeah.
That'll get you right to Russia.
The Traverse is great.
I
Obviously,
feel like you could take the Traverse all the way across all 14 time zones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know about the Tahoe,
Mhm.
the Suburban. Those are classics, obviously. But there's just a ton of great cars. So, yeah, go to ChevyDriveChicago.com and start driving around in your Chevy today.
In America, because that's Americana. My guy Dave is still doing a science fair, but he loves saying things are Americana.
Look at this. I had a knife sharpener
Yeah.
in.
Did you get Dave's knife sharpened?
No.
Oh.
You kidding me?
That would have been a really nice gesture. But
Well,
he got you
didn't-
a knife?
He didn't bring the sharpener here, yeah.
Oh.
Look at these things. Dave would love this stuff. Well, first, it's just a nice kitchen knife.
Ooh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Barstool Sports emblem. You like
How many of those do you have?
I got a couple.
You going to pass them out to the
Possibly.
boys? How many?
I gave Lance one.
Okay, how many are in there?
There's two and two of these. Nice little Barstool.
That's pretty
switchblade.
cool.
I'm like afraid to use this thing.
Are those illegal?
A switchblade?
I think Singapore, you go to jail for those.
Really?
Assisted opening.
Assisted opening. It's
Assisted.
different.
You're right. Wait, it's illegal to have I mean, you can't really have. Can you have these here?
Where? In the
uh,
office?
Yeah. No.
Call HR.
No, obviously, I know you can't bring it to an airport and shit. But what's like the?
I don't know.
You can just,
I think Lance is right. It's an assisted opening thing, which is different than a switchblade. You hit the button. You know, if you just press a button and you're stabbing somebody, like it's
it's probably no go.
Yeah, like the outsiders, that's a problem.
Yeah, stabbing's pretty scary.
I thought this outfit was going to come with a sword. It didn't. It was only in the picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It's a
bullshit.
shame.
He's a weaponless knight.
Was it like an inflatable sword?
It looked like they had a real one in there, but they weren't selling it anyways.
What does it say? What does your crest say? Domine
Thought you'd never ask.
Dirige Nos. What does that mean?
It makes perfect sense.
Domine Doriganos?
It's going to be like the pussiest night cult.
It means Lord, guide us.
There we go.
There you go. You're basically like Knights Templar. You're a religious knight.
You can't shit on me
why,
now.
Why you don't have a sword?
Well, you can't shit on me now.
Because you're with the Lord?
Yeah.
No.
You guys aren't Satanists.
Satanists. I saw your text, but I got it cleared by gas.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
I don't know why she's saying
Fine.
that then.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. Interprogramming.
Yeah. What the hell's going on? I don't know where Dave is. Dave's been gone for a long time.
Dave's probably turned into a science experiment down there by now.
Probably they're just cutting him open and
Yeah,
shit.
they're all just putting their tests on him instead. He's a lab rat.
I was gonna say this for tomorrow, but I'll use it now. What's the appropriate amount of time if you're in line and someone's like, yeah, 1 second, and they're doing something that you could be like, hey, like I kind of got to get going.
Say that again. If they're in line.
If you're in line and there's no one there, it's just you and the person behind the desk, and the person at the desk is doing something. It's like, yeah, 1 second. What's the appropriate amount of
You're
time?
trying to check out?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the This happened to me, so I'm very curious to see what you guys say.
This kind of happened to me too, actually.
This is one of those situations where 5 seconds feels like 15 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think it's probably like 15 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went down to get a package from my building the other day, and the person at the front desk was like, "Can you just give me a couple minutes?" And I was like, "Do I wait in the lobby and awkwardly wait for them to finish, or do I go up 25 floors again, then come back down?" So I just went up and came back the next day.
Now, what were they doing?
They were doing something on the computer, so I didn't know how long it would take, but they said a couple minutes. And a couple minutes of awkwardly waiting around there, that's enough for me to just take the elevator right back up. But if in your case, if someone in line says, "Can you give me a moment?" It got to be under a minute. I'll say that.
At least that's good that you were at your own home, that you could go
Yes.
back up and you could go there. So I went to Currency Exchange.
Okay.
I had to get a new plate sticker. What was he like?
You said currency.
Currency Exchange.
Currency.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Currency.
I definitely reacted on it.
Currency Exchange. I went to Currency Exchange. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Currency Exchange. What did I say?
Keep going. You
Tongue
went to the
twister.
currency
So I
exchange.
went to Currency Exchange. And I don't know why you keep laughing. It's fucking me up. I had to get a new plate sticker. Only one in the place. This lady was behind the glass with another lady, and she was training her to do something. Or they were looking at the schedule. They're like, all right, you'd have to work this day or that day. She's like, yeah, just 1 second. And it was a good 2 to 3 minutes. And I had genuinely had something to do. My bocce game was at 8, and it was like 6:48. You know? So it was
Gotta
at
warm
8,
up.
It was at 8, and it was at 7:48.
Okay.
Sorry. My apologies.
He's got to stretch. He's got to warm up.
So, like, legitimately, I had a game in like 14 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was like 3 minutes, and they're just like farting around looking at the schedule, like, well, we could do that. No, how about that? Like, it was a big to do. And finally, I was like, I really apologize, but I got to get to my game. And they're like, all right, fine. Like, and she just took me. She wasn't mad or nothing. But I sat there in that moment. I was like, and I obviously debated for like the minute before, being like, all right, at what point do I got to go? At what point do I step in here and be like, hey, I'm sorry, but I have to leave?
There's a couple things. First of all, if you're her, I think you say, give me a few or give me a minute at least. If you know it's going to be a minute plus, for you waiting. 2, it's kind of a pet peeve, but if I'm at a register and the employees are focusing on things that could be handled after they handle me.
All right, so that's what I was going to say. It bothers me when I'm in line in person if they are making delivery orders.
Yes.
Like I'm here. I'm right here. Like that person doesn't know what's going on in the store. Like
Or what they were doing, did that seem urgent?
No, like I said, it was a scheduling thing for sure. Or it was something that they had a piece of paper out, they were looking at it, and they're like, we could do this, or we could do, like, it would. They were definitely strategy, something that easily, obviously could have waited.
Yeah, you can't be doing something that like entails thinking and planning things out too.
And
like,
I get
in front of the customer. It's like, lady.
it was bizarre, and I felt bad saying whatever, and I could. She wasn't like mad about it, like I said, but I don't know. I was just curious. You said 15 seconds. You said minute tops.
Yes.
I mean that's like the real answer, but it's like you can't just be sitting there like even at 15 seconds. They have to give you some sort of like, hey, this is the situation.
What if she said, hey, can you give me a couple minutes? Are you instantly out? Give me a few minutes.
No, because I don't think she means minutes.
But then, like, in her defense, if she says, can you give me a few minutes, and it ends up being 3 minutes, she wasn't lying.
She's
Okay, but just because she's not lying doesn't make it right.
True, but I'm just saying in the example of her saying a few minutes, you know what you're in for. You could be in for 2 to 3 minutes, whereas if she says, give me a couple seconds, you're mad once it reaches 2 to 3 minutes. Phrasing is important.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Phrasing's important when you're picking up your buddy and you're like, dude, stop being a dickhead. I don't want to wait outside for you for 10 minutes. That's when phrasing's important. Phrasing isn't like you're the customer, but it's different at a grocery store, right?
Right.
It's different at an ice cream shop or a fast food place, or probably not fast food because it's obviously mostly mega corporations. But there it's like you could go and choose something else. Currency exchange. They're behind their fucking bulletproof glass and you got no other options.
Right.
You know, they got you
Fact.
by the balls. And that's just a fact.
Well, I think you answered your question. What they say goes. Same with the DMV. Like the places where you can only go one spot to get what you need.
Yeah.
They're on their time. They're not on yours.
You
And
can't-
they know it too. That's
Yeah.
why everyone hates the DMV.
Yeah.
there's just no possible way that
Speaking of, you were saying like when you're picking up your buddy, if you tell someone you're on your way, do we talk about this? If you say you're on your way, does that mean you have to be in the car?
1,000%.
Yes.
Right.
That's like
At the very least, walking outside.
Okay, then what about if they say coming now?
I think this is the single biggest difference between men and women. Because if a girl says I'm on my way, her hair is still wet. Like she's not like even remotely close to being on her way, but they will like just lie to their friends or whoever to be like I'm on my way. Where guys, I feel like if guys say they're on their way, they are actually on their way. Or I'll be like, hey, sorry, I'm about to leave. Like I think guys are better about that in my experience.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. But I do obviously there's exceptions to the rule. Like I have one friend who's like notoriously bad about it. Like we would text him, dude, like almost a mile away, and he would like just be coming out at the right moment. We'd like time it perfectly. Sometimes we'd be so happy, but sometimes when he wouldn't, you would wait for him for like 15 minutes legitimately.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
I do think that's rude. Like today as a notable exception, I feel like I'm almost always on time.
But not being timely is rude. It drives me nuts.
It's like your time's more important than everyone
Yes.
else's. Yeah.
Wait, so what were you doing down there? It was just like you and the Will Smith Fresh Prince meme?
No, like I set up our booth for the science fair, and I was like looking in there, and I was like, Dave, grab my computer and bring it down.
Mhm.
I hadn't done the live show from in here yet, so I think I just had like a brain cramp, and then I saw your text being like, hey, we're about to start, and I looked in the room like, what do you mean you're about to start? You're not even in there.
Yeah,
And then I was like, fuck, and ran upstairs.
But you remember I had my thing too about to-go orders as well. That's a pet peeve of mine too, and that's always also very hard.
What if it's not ready when you're there?
If you do a pickup, not that it's not ready, that happens. Like that happens, you know what I mean? But there has to be two separate lines for pickup and people who are just walking in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for instance, there was a place actually here in the West Loop where it's like like you're picking up because you want to be in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're prepaying, you're making it easier on them, giving them a more of a notice so they have time to cook it up. But you still got to stand in like a 10-person long line to get your pickup order. Meanwhile, like your food's getting cold and shit. That's a bad system.
You never know if you're eligible to cut the line just because you had a pre-order.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
they need to make it less awkward on people in there too.
yes, they need there needs to be like a separate line, or there needs to be consistently someone being like, anybody have a pickup?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like,
Is the pickup counter dead?
is the pickup counter? I think the pickup counter is like more alive than
I
it's
think
ever
it's
been.
booming.
So why wouldn't you get in that line if the place has a pickup? Usually you have a register line, then like to the left there'd be like pickup orders.
This place did not have that.
Yeah.
They had a straight up.
Dystopia.
They had a straight up one register, and then they had like, and it was like a modern chain.
I think the move is if like you see bags piled up on the register counter, you like point at it or something like Eddie.
But that's good. That's what they should do, and that's what a lot of places have done with obviously how third-party delivery apps are like all the rage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they like stack it all up there. I went to, this was around like November or December. I went to Lou Malnati's. Those Grubhub drivers are basically in the kitchen. They're like going back there like they know each other.
Yeah.
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 You're just circling around like vultures waiting for their order.
Yes.
Do you feel ridiculous?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Just making
I'm
sure.
pretty itchy too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to take this thing off.
Have you worn?
I'm gonna break out.
I feel like we're supposedly having pickup basketball today. I feel like you should play and play in that.
No way.
What size shoe are you?
11 and a half, 12.
I got 12. So you
The shoes aren't the problem. It's the rest of the outfit.
it would look so funny. Will you please do it? Please play.
Oh, you wear moon boots too?
I have to go to a Bulls game tonight.
I heard about
We said in the bet though it was for an episode. I was even nice and wore it this morning.
I thought we said a week.
A few
tell
different-
them, Lance, they switched
a
up.
few different things were thrown around.
Nice.
I know. It was
God.
It was definitely an episode.
If I had to, I do have to go to the Bulls game, but if I had to wear this for a day, I'll be like, yo,
That'd be amazing.
I think
Go
you should
tonight.
wear it to the Bulls game.
God.
That's like when Hank had to do the I am an internet troll after the Franny Leiden thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. He had like
For a whole summer, right?
Dave
Yeah.
made him like 30 shirts, and he had to wear it at all times. And if you were seen without it, like,
Yeah, he's
he
fired.
was
Yeah.
That's
That's why Dave is the best, though.
like just random shit. Like
Yeah, like any other company in the world, if an employee is anonymously throwing anti-Semitic comments
Mhm.
at the founder and CEO of the company, you are fired immediately. Dave isn't that way. Like Dave could be like, Hanks is like a young idiot. He doesn't even really understand what he's saying, but he needs to be punished. I'm going to teach him a lesson. He has to wear this shirt every fucking day. Like that. Like that's why. Like Barstool. This is. I feel like more companies should be run with that like mentality. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. So
And we could
funny.
probably take some things from other corporations too to run a
That-
little more effective.
I feel like you're not learning your lesson at other companies as much as you are here.
I would agree.
You'll never want to,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, there were people. Yeah, people were taking pictures of him at the beach with it on and shit like
Yeah.
that. That's like obviously that saga is not forgotten. It's one of the most famous sagas in Barstool history. That after thing doesn't get mentioned.
I
as
know.
much.
Yeah.
And it should because it was so funny. And it was like the perfect picture of him.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really great.
Yeah.
There's fucking.
And now he's like running the company.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fast forward 15 years.
For
or
real.
whatever. Yeah.
And now there's like contra all over the place, huh?
What's that?
There's like controversy all over the place
Today?
too,
Yeah.
huh? I was running a little late because I was getting my asparagus and whatnot.
It's I don't know.
Why are you laughing at that? I couldn't keep up with it all.
So it sounds like I don't know. See, I don't think I've listened to both stories now.
There's just beef.
They don't agree. I think the crux of it is the New York guys, the New York gambling guys, sounds like don't like Titus. Is basically what it is, and they have conflicting stories about
How everything went down.
about like, oh, we asked them to change spots, time slots, this and that. I don't want to like that stuff annoys me too because no one seems like when we have raised that concern about time slots, where we should put our show. It's just like, it doesn't matter. Just put it on like fucking whatever.
I
and then
think-
everyone else, it's like World War III for like various time slots.
Yeah, we got the science fair going on in the middle of our show.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
But that's
I
recorded.
think that changed a lot too.
What did?
Like where time slots don't matter.
But even now, because Portnoy is trying to schedule his new show on Monday.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what set the whole thing
Sure,
off.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Dave was like, we're gonna mostly sports,
Sure.
pick center, like trying to fit it in.
Yes, but I remember Hank being at one point. He's like, "Hey guys, like we don't need to worry."
Yeah.
about this shit. So
I think Hank's. I don't know what the right answer is on that, but it's
Yeah,
like
not a-
everybody should just be willing to try.
not a
different-
rumble genius.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Right.
who
So.
knows? But regardless, spicy day. I did have something like that too when for like Hell Week for like being a pledge.
Mm-hmm.
You got like we had to wear like a shirt and tie at all hours of the day. Hey Dave, what's up?
Welcome, Dave.
Come on in. Have
What
a
we
seat
got?
at your desk.
Have a sip of water.
He's not talking about that water.
Why are you all wet?
I'm going through withdrawals.
Why?
No, you're not.
I can't spoil nothing. It's part of
going
the.
through
It's part of
Yeah,
the
but you're
science fair.
all right. You're ruining the bit. So you did take my idea then,
What?
the nicotine thing.
Barn door, Danny and Dave.
What? I don't know what I can. I don't want to
All right.
pull a
Yeah.
Mason.
Yeah.
I don't know what I can say and what I.
I think you
Can't.
should. I think you should show Dave what's in your box.
What's in the box?
Hey,
It's
Solo,
Dave. It's
before I
gonna
do-
make your day.
Before I do, I want to talk about solo stuff. Fire's always had a side kick, and it's smoke. But we hate that guy. Stinks. It burns your eyes, makes everyone cough. No good. Then Solo Stove comes along and pulls off a miracle by kicking Senor Smoke to the curb. That's right. They made fire without smoke. Put in terms we're more familiar with, a regular fire with smoke is the butt fumble and the Solo Stove is the helmet catch. No more having your hair and clothes smell like burnt logs. They come in different sizes, but the most popular and our personal favorite is called Bonfire. It's a great size for backyards, hangs, and it's also super portable, making it perfect for tailgating. And they make some really cool high-heat ceramic coated colors too, plus a bunch of accessories like cast iron, griddle,
Oh, I like that.
and
It's
grill.
awesome. I got it for my dad for Christmas.
Did you?
Yeah, it's
with
awesome.
with the cast iron griddle.
Yep.
So you can
good.
cook on this.
Yeah, we made smash burgers on it Christmas Eve.
Grill
This year is
cooktops
fantastic.
for
awesome.
serving up game day brats and a heat deflector for extra warmth for your crew. Each pit is backed by a lifetime warranty, and you can even get them etched with your favorite NFL team. Head over to solostove.com. Use promo code Barstool20. That's Barstool number 20 to get $20 off, $1.99 or more, and ditch the smoke for good.
It's honestly super fucking cool.
It is.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. It's a great gift for
I
the
didn't
old
know
man.
they had that attachment where you. Cook
Yeah.
on it. That's really
You
awesome.
can do like fucking hibachi. You can do a lot of shit. It's awesome.
That's nice. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a box of goodies for my interview I just did. I don't know why Chief is so like,
Dude,
Being coy.
Dave.
Eddie's always
what? I got a box.
knives. I love knives.
God.
Who'd you interview?
A knife sharpener.
But look at it. Look at the other side of it.
Wow.
Little embroidering.
Wow.
That was such a genuine wow. Like, here and then look at that
I
one.
don't. Is it? That's not embroidery.
Ed, you shouldn't have these knives.
Why?
Who should have them?
Someone who would use them?
What do you mean someone who used them?
You don't cook.
You see, this is where like
I'm fucking with you, Ed. Ha. It's nice. I like it. Could really fend off attackers with this one.
yeah,
You think so?
cut it from the bottom.
No.
Why?
For a very obvious reason, Ed.
Oh, you know what it is?
My lord.
Yeah, I know what it is.
It could be gasoline. Solo stove ad.
I'd rather it be gasoline.
They're pretty nice, right?
Yeah, super nice. So are you gonna
Who?
take that this knife or what?
I don't know what I'm gonna.
He said I could have it. You can never have too many knives.
You can't have too many knives, and that's a knife I'd use like daily.
We should have done something where he sharpens your dagger.
I bought a nice knife sharpener for Christmas.
I have a
I dropped-
whetstone at home.
I've never used one.
Do you know who convinced me to get it?
Chef Joe?
Nope.
Who?
Maresh.
Oh,
I have to.
that's random.
You have to piss?
Yeah, I've been drinking so much water and eating asparagus.
Piss in that bar. Fill up the rest of
Not
it.
doing that mid-show.
Fill up the rest of it.
And this is the control center.
Okay, then don't. Fill up the other one. Let's see the other one.
Yeah, just
See
do
the
a little-
big one.
I can't show you the other one.
All right, fair. I know. You got to tape it up or something.
It'll skew the results.
Some people don't want their brand associated with Ed's piss. I don't know why.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. That's
Why'd
regular
you do
water.
that?
Promise that's regular water.
It is.
A little late to test.
I know.
Yeah, you probably might want to give that the smell test first. Could have been vodka. How was it
That's the
down there?
worst. It's a battlefield.
Yeah.
People really want it.
Yeah?
People want to win. Yeah.
Did you see my poster board?
No, I only saw bits and pieces of them.
Okay.
I don't think I saw yours at all though. It is. People have some good shit down there though.
Okay.
Chief, you seem like you might have won a science fair once in your life.
Actually, no. I only ever competed in one, and we had to build a this is 8th grade, and we had to build a bridge out of like matchsticks or popsicle sticks or something. And then they would put like a weight at the middle, and like whoever bridge was the strongest one, ours like it might have been like the first test just completely like obliterated and collapsed. So I was never really a science guy.
I love that kind. That was my favorite shit growing up.
Is there any fake volcanoes down there? That's like the stereotypical.
So that's what I was thinking of doing originally. Just like, all right, we got fucking.
What is
baking
the
soda and
formula?
Baking soda and vinegar,
Vinegar.
I think.
You just need to make it erupt. The
Can
fake
you
volcano.
can you clean out? Oh, hello, Chaps
Uncle Chaps.
and Megan. Come. Oh, great! You guys can take my spot. Just keep chatting.
Eddie's peeing in a bottle right now. He'll be right back.
That is urine, yes.
take Eddie's pee.
Okay. You want to take his phone too? Just tag him on the way out.
He's currently in the process of urinating.
Okay.
He will be back though.
He will be back, I believe. You can sit there though. We'll just have him sit here. Did you guys go yet? We're not. Okay, no spoilers. I don't know if it's live, so we're just. No, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, it's
'cause
not
I don't
live.
Wanna, yeah, I don't want to pull a mincy, but we just the science fair is fun. What do you got there?
Something from the science fair.
Is that
It's snail mucin.
It's
That's
I'll
all she can say. That's all she can say. Snail musing.
what does it look like to you, audience? This will be good for a thumbnail. we're making YouTube thumbnails right now.
yeah.
You can
Just-
get
It's
your turn.
No.
glob one
Oh,
down your chin right
Nope, not doing that one.
there. Just kidding, Megan. So what do you guys want to talk about today?
Well, Chaps, I have a question. Yesterday, you were firing airsoft guns at pellets at people off the balcony. Have there been any repercussions since?
Dan texted me last night. He said I'm not allowed to do non-consensual shootings in the office. But I feel like there's some negotiation to be had there. You just can't say I can't shoot anyone. Like at any.
What's the point of having a fucking rifle if you can't shoot people?
Right. Like I understand I'm not going to be like somebody's taking a dump or going to the bathroom or something. I'm not going to go in there and shoot them in the leg. But if things are getting out of control, like let's say there's a basketball game going on, things are getting a little heated, I'll fire out a couple warning shots.
Yeah, you have to. Desk pops.
Yeah, you got to keep things
You're herding the sheep.
right.
Yeah, you're the cattle dog of the office.
Yeah, somebody gets a little too high and mighty, a shot to the ribs takes care of that.
Now, did he text you any visuals? Does he got a welt? Does he got a little?
He showed me the welt yesterday. It was pretty
Good?
significant. Yeah. It was,
Dan?
Where'd you
pretty big.
get him? Right in the rib cage?
Yeah, because he pointed it out. Like he was like, go like this. So if you go like this, to me, that means hit me right here. Like if I'm saying hit me and I'm going like this, I expect you to hit me in the shoulder.
Yeah.
You know? So if he's going like this and has his arm up, I'm expecting him to want it right in the ribs. And that's where I hit him, was in the ribs. And that shit hurts. Like it's a 0.28 gram BB that I've been using.
Is it tungsten?
No.
That'd be sweet.
I think that would go through somebody.
That would go right through.
Did he
Be
have
very
on a hoodie or
expensive.
anything? Did he have just like?
Yeah, he had a hoodie on and everything. But then I shot Max from across, like up on the balcony, all the way across to where like the workout equipment are, and he said he didn't hardly feel it.
So it dies pretty quick.
Yeah, and I think it's the amount of clothes that you're wearing too.
Yeah.
Like Dan, I think he was wearing a hoodie though. So, but I was a
A
lot,
lot closer, yeah.
He was also blindfolded.
Yeah, he was blindfolded too, so he didn't know where it was coming from, which made it even better. I like that.
You should have the option to make someone at least put their hands up first.
Yeah, I feel like if he would just give me the ability, I just want 5 a week, like 5 non.
That's where so do you? I mean, when you were in the military, did you guys have like hostage negotiators like Denzel in that one movie? Obviously not
I'm
bank
sure
robbery,
there is, but I was never
What if you
really
okayed it with people, but they don't know when it's coming?
See, that's the thing. Because it seems like everybody's in on the shooting competitions that I'm going to do in the office. Like people want to shoot as many balloons as you can, shoot the target, shoot the little thing on the remote control car. People want to do that. I might have it to get around it where if you want to participate in these, you have to sign a waiver that I could shoot you at any given time.
I think that's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Even if you alternate, everyone has like a different week. Like 3 people this week, you can get it at any time this week. Next week is 3 different people.
And 5 a week. I could take all 5 in one day, or I could take 1 a day, but just 5. That's all I'm asking for is 5 unconsensual shootings a week.
The guy doesn't ask for much.
I know.
The problem is people are going to want to do something back to you. Like no one wants to sign up to be a sitting duck. There needs to be something in it for them.
So
I would say if everybody that I shot non-consensually, I would let them shoot me back.
this is a very prototypical 2A question, Danny.
Let's hear it.
Well, if only one bad guy in the office has a gun, no one has a gun to defend himself.
We got a box of knives over there, though.
We're not Britain, Danny.
We need something.
You're
You
going
look
to
like
tell
you're
the
ready for
guy.
battle.
You're going to tell the guy who's in a night outfit that is not Britain.
Thank you, Chaps. Well, what's a compromise then? What else can they do to you if they don't? Because they're gonna have to ask you for the gun. Then it takes all the element of surprise out of it.
Where'd you buy it?
It's
Yeah.
from an airsoft store. It's like an hour away by a Buffalo Grove.
Interesting.
Back when I was in high school, I got my hands on one of the handgun airsoft guns. I don't know how. I forget how I got it.
Oh,
but
you were probably a nightmare with that.
that thing was a real fucking gun. It didn't have the orange tip either, and it was heavy and it was solid. And if you like pistol whip someone, you would fucking crack their skull open. It was a real gun, aside from the fact that I shot just a magazine of BBs. And just to be a hard ass, my first car was a 1992 Buick Century. My dad's car broke down over winter one time. I was junior, senior in high school. And he was taking my car to work for whatever reason. And I kept that gun in the glove box just as a joke. I hear the car start, and it's running. All of a sudden, my dad throws the door open. Wake the fuck up! And he gets out. He smashed it to shit with a sledgehammer. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? First, he thought it was a real gun.
Right.
I explained to him it was a fake gun. It was, well, not fake. It was a BB gun. And he's like, doesn't matter. That thing looks so fucking real.
Absolutely doesn't matter, yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, he's like, someone fucking sees that, you're going to fucking jail or you're getting shot, you dummy. It was one of the most angry he's ever been at me. In like
Rightfully
the
so.
heat of the moment.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
thought he was
rightfully
going to fucking kill me in that moment.
With that gun.
Danny, I would love for you to go try to buy an airsoft gun in that outfit.
Easy sell.
I mean, the rest of the people in there didn't exactly look like they were going to be modeling for GQ. It was like a bunch of dudes who look like me and nerdier, which is a big problem. Like the guy looked at me.
Where was the place?
So it was like towards Buffalo Grove.
It's not too far.
So kind of by where we went.
Bowling? Yeah,
so
up north.
It was up there. So I walk in there, and I'm like, hey, I want to get like an airsoft sniper rifle, which made me feel like the biggest douchebag in the world, just saying those words together.
Yeah.
And he was like, so I started fucking with it whenever he showed me, and I was looking at like down the optic to see what it looked like and all that stuff. And he goes, ooh, careful with that thing. It could really hurt somebody. And I was like, dude.
Yeah, flash the Purple Heart.
There's no magazine in it at all, like that even carries BBs. The bolt is completely locked back to the rear, and it's a fucking airsoft gun. Like, I think everybody in this place is going to be okay. I think we're going to be
It
all
would
right.
have to be like directly through their eyeball or something, like smash through their brain.
Yep. And then they had the douchiest part about the airsoft movement, which I'm about to get into real.
You're going to be the airsoft guy?
Oh,
go.
brother, am I ever. I've been having such a good time. Like, and just the threat of shooting someone is so good.
Wielding that power's got to be it's got to be awesome.
Like, when I pulled it out and had it on the railing, I was pointing at Stephen Shea, and Stephen looks up and he goes, "Oh God!"
Did the sign of the cross.
And Nikki Smokes came in here. I told Nikki I was gonna get him. It's gonna happen today.
Oh, you have to.
But I got to talk to Big Cat. It's got to be one of my 5. So Nikki came running this way, and I thought he ran into y'all's studio. And so I was like, I'm going to go clear this out, and I'm going to shoot Nick in like a condensed area. It's going to hurt way more. I was very happy. And so I come in, and I have the weapon up and Eddie is sitting where Megan is. And Eddie's eyes get like as big as dinner plates, man. He's like, oh my God, I thought that was the end of it.
Eddie is such a freeze guy.
Oh, he was a
Oh
big
my
freeze
God, is he a freeze guy? The two worst freeze guys I've ever met, Sweaty Brian and Eddie,
Who's Sweaty Brian?
our old camera guy. If you confronted him with just an ounce of like something's not going according to plan, he'd be like, and like Eddie, high stress situations. You should have seen the golf course starter, an old lady.
Oh,
Telling
I
Eddie to
remember
pick it up
that.
this summer because we kept hitting mulligans on the tee in the first tee. This old lady yelled
didn't
at
like the
Eddie,
Marshall?
and it was the exact same. It was like deer in headlights.
Oh, man.
Eddie's the freeze up guy.
I noticed he wasn't here this morning when the puppies were.
Oh yeah.
Of course he
Just
wasn't.
another check.
He actually
Those dogs
texted me
were
last night coming in late. After that email that Dan
adorable.
sent out, he said coming in late.
Those dogs' name were Danny, I
Ooh,
believe,
good
And
name.
Mambo.
and Mambo.
Mambo's
Two
such a
little
great dog
pitty
name.
staffy mixes, and they are adorable.
Danny
So go adopt them.
Danny really loved me. I almost wanted to bring Danny home.
If I didn't have a dog, I would have brought one of those.
It's hard to. I think dogs with people names they just come so naturally, like to love, like. Gus
I don't like doing
Dale.
that.
Really? I think it's got to be that or
It's
something.
Gussie Boy from Heaven Above, though. That's his name.
Yeah, Gussie Boy from Heaven Above, Baby Dale Woohoo. Like, I think that those are great names. But I also am a firm believer that if you name a dog any other animal, as long as that animal doesn't have more than 2 syllables and should be 1, that's a great name. Like a dog named Pig, a dog named Duck, a dog named Moose. All of those are fantastic names for dogs.
My only rule is you have to be able to add a Y to the end of the name, and
Yeah.
it flows well.
Gussie, Daly.
Yeah.
I think Gus works too, and Dale, because they're not very common human names. But
Right.
like Danny is kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Can't be naming a dog Mary Ann.
Seems like that affects you, Dan.
No, it's just I guess it's a new Danny in the office.
Yeah.
Chaps, you should make a TikTok with that gun doing what you did to Eddie and just checking the Barstool employees' flight or fight response.
Oh, that'd be good. I'm sure everybody would like. That'll go well on TikTok. That won't get. that won't get suspended at all. No more.
That was fucked up.
I just said I felt really bad because your eyes got so big
What happened?
when I came in here yesterday to
clearing a
shoot
room?
Nicky Smokes,
Oh.
and Eddie was sitting in that chair. And
Do the face?
He was like rifle high whenever he came in. His eyes were like saucers, which I don't blame. I mean, you see somebody coming in with a rifle, you're like, what the fuck?
Quick turn, gun in your face.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a big orange tip on it, but the body
Pussy.
doesn't. Like, the body doesn't. So, like, you know how we have security sitting at the front? I was holding it by, like, the end of the barrel, like, coming in because I had a bunch of other shit, too, and it's not a real gun, so I'm not concerned it's going to shoot my finger off. So I'm walking in, and the security dudes, they're all, like, retired cops or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking in, and as soon as I open the door, like, one of them, like, stands up, and I was like, fake. And he was like, whoo. He was like,
And he
I wasn't
just-
ready for this. He's like, I saw it was you and a gun. I was like, here we go.
Which one was it?
And he just took your word for it that it was fake.
Yeah, because I did, like, the old hop up where I just made, like,
Alright.
go up, and he
Yeah.
was like, whoo.
Which one was it?
It was, I forget his name. It's he's the newest one that's,
Okay.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember his name.
He was just halfway into a bag of chips, and all of a
He thought
sudden
you
you
were-
come walking in.
He's sitting there. I think he was watching, like, National Geographic
Yeah.
documentary.
Yeah, because I was like, oh shit, Chap said enough. Like this is it. Like he's, and he takes me with him. So maybe he doesn't know.
First of all, I would never do that.
yeah,
You would never go on a shooting massacre?
And if I was, I wouldn't come at Eddie. He's always been nothing but nice to me.
all right.
Who is high on your list?
Yeah.
Hypothetically? Who? Cons, yeah. Yeah.
Cons is up there.
I'll be right there with you, buddy.
Hey.
Dave's like, I didn't see anything.
Chap's,
You might want to double check. I think I saw his finger twitching a little bit.
Chaps by gun, Dave by knife. The cons.
It'd be 4 in the chest and 8 in the head.
It'd be like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Like put him in the
Yeah.
trunk, and Dave's like, I think I hear it.
It'd be a
Come in,
fastball
like,
through his forehead.
knocks it, there was a fire.
Fight.
Yeah, so the gun's going well.
Yeah.
So what? You just got that, or what is it? A BB?
Yeah, because ZBT is a weird brand for social media. Like, I don't want to just be posting, like, pictures of people or, like, things of actually blowing up and, like, have it, like, still be true to the military side. And I don't want to go to a gun range and like everybody would have to go out for a whole last day, and that's a lot for everybody that does content here. So if I could do that kind of shit in the office, I think it'll be even better. I want to have like a legit
Shooting
airsoft
competition?
tournament. Like
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Now we got goggles.
podcast versus podcast going at it, like who survives in the office.
We talked about doing a when we went to Dagon Day, that wasn't.
It was the Halloween.
The Halloween we did a haunted house. There's a giant outdoor paintball range that we were talking about doing some sort of something there.
They turn it's like a garbage dump, and they turn it into like a post-apocalyptic. It's super fun. Then they have a forest.
They have like
course.
buildings for like urban warfare. It's sick. Yeah.
Awesome. We have to do it as like a whole office.
I've always wanted to do some paintballing.
It's so much fun. We used to do
done
it all the time. There's a place out in Yorkville out towards Ryan and I that was so fun. We used to do it a couple times this summer.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd be very good at it though.
It's like weird because like you can. At least I've only done it once or twice, but like if the wind's going, because it's a ball, it's not a bullet, so it doesn't cut through the air that well. You can like bend it around, and so someone will think that they're safe, and you can sort of like bend the ball.
Throw a hook.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
It hurts to get shot, but not like.
The worst is when it like.
Well, I've been shot by one before.
Yeah, it's nothing like.
The worst is when you get it in like the little face shield, because then it like explodes, like
Splads in
comes in
your
your
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We used to use not paintballs like that, but there was these little
Pause.
it was these rounds that it was like a soap tip instead of paint.
Oh,
So it would be like Irish Spring, like on the backside that's formed like
I
a
feel like it's
projector
gotta hurt
of
a lot worse.
Oh my god, dude.
it's like a rubber bullet basically.
So I did this training where it was like a shoot, don't shoot scenario. So where you come, like I came into this room and had like a weapon on you. So you'll come into a room that's a little bit bigger, and you'll have 2 guys that are bad guys and like 3 civilians that you're not supposed to shoot. So you have to go in there and make an instantaneous decision based on what you see. And so you'll have people in there that are good and bad, and you have to like know which one. And then I was on the good side, and the guy came in, and I was shirtless, like it was supposed to be like a domestic violence thing. And I was like raising my voice, but she was the bad one. She had like raised a knife at me and shit, and I was just yelling. So he came in and was just like pop, 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 with this 9mm and unloaded like 9 of them. And I had just got this koi fish tattooed because I was a douchebag, and I got this koi fish tattooed, and it ended up my arm looked like moguls, like,
like
for the
ski
Winter
moguls?
Olympics.
Yeah.
It was just so up and down, fucked up my tattoo. And I remember standing there and like blood was dripping down and being like, when I get a chance, I am going to fucking kill this person.
Did you get that chance?
No.
No, okay.
Never
Still
got it.
alive?
No, we did spar once after that, and he beat me.
You had it.
So it was bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, I had a shot.
Yeah.
How bad did he beat you?
Not bad. It was like 5 minutes, and he tapped me out in like the last like 40 seconds or something like that.
That
Fun
that
stuff in the
simulation is gonna be
military.
impossible.
Yeah, but it's so much fun. Like doing
Sounds
that.
like it.
That's the shit I don't miss.
That's an adrenaline rush.
Day-to-day stuff, Marine Corps. Like I don't miss the Marine Corps. I miss the Marines, like being around that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody's gonna fuck up, you'll shoot them in the ass. Like you're gonna do something that inflicts
Guys being
pain.
dudes, kind
But
of.
it's a story in the end.
Yeah, that's why I like here. Like it, people getting hurt together creates trauma bonds. Like it really does. So if
Band of
everybody-
brothers.
like if you and Dave are walking through the office and you're nervous about me shooting you, you guys are doing that together.
Yeah.
You're bonding whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So I would appreciate if people would say thank you for the things that I am providing.
Once you shoot me, I'm going to thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chaps.
Appreciate that, sir.
Yep. Feel
How do you-
closer to everybody now. 'Cause I
Yeah.
got you.
You probably are looking at life a little different after yesterday. Thank Chaps.
Could have been it.
You're welcome.
I thought it was for a split second.
Well, I should have done it because we still haven't gotten to Johnny's.
Oh.
Since I moved here.
You guys are
Sick.
basically
Well,
neighbors. Just
time
what
out.
happened tonight.
We you were supposed to play bocce that day. It didn't work out.
Don't throw this on me.
Oh.
I've been asking you a million times.
No,
You asked me
no.
He's
to-
asking to
no,
get
no.
shot.
I'm. Yeah, you gonna argue with the guy with the gun?
No.
I'm about to go get it.
No.
Can you go get it? Go show it off to the camera for us.
Okay.
No.
You don't
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
see it
no.
on the
well,
camera,
yeah,
Eddie?
just bring it in.
I'm not going to shoot you.
All right, fine.
All right, that's the show.
What do you got there? That rock?
This is our. Dave's like just.
It's like an ADD commercial.
Oh, he's the guy who's just like constantly panning for weapons. We got knives over there. Chaps, go get your gun. Can I bash someone's skull in with this rock?
No,
This is a woolly mammoth tooth.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. How did they discover that was a tooth and not just a rock?
It's a fossil.
Or I mean,
I
fossils
don't know.
and
We'll have
rocks.
to call up back our guy Ben, who's in charge of that project.
I don't really see how this is.
It's a molar. It's laying flat. Yeah.
Okay. Still don't see it.
That's a fake ass woolly tooth.
That's like one of my most prized possessions, so don't call it a fake ass woolly mammoth tooth. I love that woolly mammoth.
Authentic woolly tooth.
Here we go. You want to hold
No,
that?
no,
up?
no, no.
I mean, I've shot a gun before.
No, 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 no.
I will say, it looks unbelievably realistic, and the bolt sounds
Very
legit, too.
realistic.
Yeah.
Put it in here.
Cool. Sure. Oh, is it gonna ricochet into my eyeball?
Protect you, Makin.
Just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Oh. Hey, dude. Can you redo the what you did to me? Just so they could see how fast the swivel was.
Yeah.
Like, imagine this: you're just typing away, whatever.
Chaps, do it. Look into the camera when you do it, I guess, right?
Yeah, good idea.
That legitimately.
Oh, I don't like that.
Thank you. It was fucked up.
It was the walk, you know?
Yes.
He was walking with a
It
mission,
was
too. He wasn't just waltzing.
with intent. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, look at that walk. That's not a normal walk.
And he's so
dude.
steady while holding it.
Now,
so
now,
confident.
if this were real urban warfare, you wouldn't clear that room with a 50 cal sniper rifle. You would clear it with what?
He said not that.
M5. We talking?
Yeah, you wouldn't do that with a bolt action. You would want to do that with some semi-automatic for sure.
Heavy.
Like an M4 submachine gun, M5. Something.
You're making me nervous with that.
Shoot her thumb off.
Yeah.
Megan Fudd.
Yeah. Look at that thing. Yeah, the orange top does help.
Right?
Yeah.
But then again, like,
But the guys are like, you could take it off. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you?
How? So that because mine did not have the orange. I don't know if you were you in here for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine did not have the orange tip. You must have just unscrewed it or something. It looked like a real fucking handgun.
If that didn't have a orange tip, you would be like, that's a long gun.
Does that magazine come off too?
Yeah.
Or is that fake?
Megan?
Did you know if you didn't live in a suburb, you couldn't get that delivered to your house?
Yes, I do know that.
Yeah.
I had to go pick it up.
Yeah, I had a friend who got a cap gun for like a Halloween costume. He had to get it to a suburb.
You want to zoom in, Lance? So it's just a little magazine. It looks like a magazine or a clip for those who observe. It's a magazine, and the little BBs go into this hole. So it has like a little loader that you stick
Spring.
inside, and then
Yeah.
it's a spring that you push down and fill it up. And this holds like 50 or 100 or something like that. Doesn't work perfectly all the time, but it does. I mean, it does a pretty good job. The only thing I don't like, the magazine release is not great.
You gotta pull the.
There's 2 BBs that stuck in my Chaps.
Is there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, great Scott.
There we go. Tap rack bang.
I'll save you, Megan.
Now, what was your arm of choice in the military, Uncle Chaps?
What does that mean? Like what? Oh, what weapon?
Yeah.
I only carried, so my daily carry was a M4, and then I had an M9 that I would carry on my leg.
I've actually shot an M4. It's fun.
Yeah.
In Call of Duty?
No, in real life.
I don't know if they're fun. Like there's not a whole lot to them. Like the bigger ones are fun, like a Barrett, like
Here,
a
let's
Mod
see if I can
Deuce.
find. Keep talking. I'll see if I can dig it up.
All right.
This is
Well, it is the
long.
end. We could just wrap up and you could take this offline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do that. All right, then. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for watching. That's
Guns and knives today.
Weird show, but we got it out.
Always
We're here. See ya.